I got two new tarantulas, and I'm not gonna lie, one is far cooler than the other. And the cooler one is the one that I wanted to get, but I decided to take the other one as a bonus. They are both African tarantulas, and I got them from Darko. You might remember him from a couple of really cool feeding videos, and these two tarantulas were probably featured in those really cool videos. I will actually link them in the description if I remember, but if you haven't seen those videos, you definitely should. Anyhow, this particular cooler one got a really cool backstory, but they are both from the same genus, and it is a really sweet genus, and I wanted to have more tarantulas from this genus, particularly this tarantula, because I already had this certain species, but mine was, I got it as a sling, and it turned out to be a male. He matured and then he died. Of course, males do that. Males have a tendency to do that. And this other one, let me just remind myself, because I kind of forgot what is the species name. Ah yes, of course. Let me first show you the least exciting one. And that one would be Harpactira marksi. You see, this is the one. It is a female, but I'm not really sure how big they grow. I don't think that this is a maximum size of this species, but maybe someone can let me know. This one is like maybe 10 centimeters. I believe they get bigger. This particular tarantula doesn't have any super interesting or pronounced coloration. Let me just poke it a little bit so we can see it better. I mean, see she better, because this is a female. Oh, mad. But you see, kinda classic African abdomen. Nothing super crazy about this species. But it is a sweet species, as all Ceratogyrus. Not Ceratogyrus, what am I saying? Harpactira. As all Harpactiras are. And you see, what is cool about this species? It webs a lot. I think that all Harpactiras do that. I think that all Harpactiras web their enclosure intensively, but I cannot tell you that with absolute certainty. fast. Because I only kept few Harpactira species and all of them webbed a lot. Yeah. Alright, and even though they are in decent enclosure, I mean plastic tub that is big enough for the tarantulas, I will be rehousing them in these boxes. Not because they are bigger, not because they are more practical. The only reason why I will be doing that is because I have all my tarantulas that are in plastic tubs. They are in tubs of this design and particularly this size for majority. So I want to have all nice and neat, and having two round enclosures, round tubs would really, they just wouldn't fit as good. So I'm gonna fill it with substrate, and then we will get Harpactira marksi inside, and then maybe we will get even closer look of her. Maybe I will actually take a macro lens so we can get some more sweeter shots, some more in-face shots. I really would like to do that more often, to use macro lens in my videos, especially when I'm showing tarantulas for the first time. I want to have some couple of close-up shots, like super close-up shots. And you see usually what they do, they just web the middle of the enclosure intensively. I think that this is a cork bark tube. Let me just poke it. Yeah, you see, this is actually a cork bark tube, and the tarantula never used it as a hide, but it actually just covered it with web. I will do the same with this enclosure. I will just take this piece of wood and place it in the middle of the enclosure, just so it sticks a little bit outside. You see, something like that, and it actually sticks too much. I won't be able to close it. There, this is better. Now to get it inside, should I use a cup technique to get it first in the cup and then from the cup in the enclosure, or should I just try and push it in the right direction? Cup method is safer, but it is also less fun and less intense. So I will be keeping it in my hand for just stop the tarantula if it goes somewhere where it shouldn't, but we are going to start and try to poke it in the new enclosure. We'll see how that will turn out, and if it will... Oof, the bites, yes, and slaps. Ooh. Oh, I actually want to record this because we have a nice thread posture. You see, when tarantula is not happy with the situation that it currently is, and if it doesn't decide to run away, then it will do this. It will go into threat posture, trying to shoo its opponents away. And the African tarantulas often do that. Yeah, they like to go into threat posture, so maybe I will be forced to use the cup technique, because when tarantula goes into a threat posture, it usually holds its ground. You see, I cannot really get it to go somewhere else. And she's also, you see, moving her fangs around. Oof. Macro picture, yes, please. I'm in video. Check those fangs. Maybe I can get her to move those fangs. Yeah, you see? Angry tarantula. Yeah, she would definitely bite. How close can I get? Guys, this is pretty close. You can see, oh, sorry about the focus. It is, you know, hard to do this. Also really hard to keep camera steady. Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. But I think that I will need to resort to moving the tarantula with cup, because this just won't work. She will just keep holding her ground, and I won't be able to move her like this. Therefore, we do it like this. You just cup the tarantula. You see? Maybe she will even go inside. Oh, yes. And then just move it into new enclosure, just like that. And you see I have holes on the cup, so I can use the stick and poke her through the holes and push her into new enclosure, because sometimes it is kind of hard and you can take the cup and do it like this, but it is often harder than poking it through the cup, and also safer. But regardless, tarantulas sometimes can be, I mean, more often than not, they are stubborn, so you never know what she will do. Yeah, I need 2 hands. So just a little bit of cooperation, please. And we are in. Now we can use this opportunity for a couple more close-up shots. And actually, looking at her carapace now this close, her carapace actually got some sort of green coloration. And her abdomen, not as, no green coloration, but on carapace there is definitely a green coloration, a green color. Also on legs you can see a bit of tint, right? Well, this is cool to know. I didn't even spot it earlier, because when she is on the bright white surface like her web, it is kind of harder to see it, especially on the camera. Then she's just dark and black, and everything around her is super intensely shiny. Yeah, I'm going to close her now and call it a day in regards to her, and we can move into this much cooler tarantula. Okay, I think I've been teasing you with this tarantula for long enough. Now the question is, how many of you can recognize this ball of feet, huh? They are really recognizable, and in case you don't know, this is Harpactira pulchripes. A female, yes, this is a female already. And let's uncurl this ball. Doop, 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 doop. Hello. Oh, there we go. There's the African attitude. The attitude of all African tarantulas. Yeah, threat posture. And slaps, don't forget about slaps. But even if you are not familiar with this species, you can immediately tell that it is noticeably prettier than previous tarantula, right? I mean, there's no doubt about it. This bluish, I mean metallic white blue on the top of the legs. This is really interesting color pattern, where only the top part of the leg is this intense blue color, while underneath and the rest of the legs, the other parts of the leg, are more standard. Yeah, super interesting to see. So mad. It's so funny to see them this mad. Oh, you got my trusty poking stick. But she's not slapping that intensively. Marksi was definitely more defensive than this one. You see, she's not even moving her fangs as the other tarantula was. I mean, she is slapping, she is defensive, don't get me wrong, but not as much as the previous one. Oh, but those legs, you see, from looking from top, just looking so nice, so sweet. I'm loving this. Opportunity for macro lens, heck yeah. Let's see those legs from closer perspective. And also another interesting part, you see, even the entire top part of leg is not same blue coloration. The last segment, or how do you call these segments of the leg? Maybe they are called different, but we will call them segments of the leg. So this first segment is just a regular coloration of just like the rest of the leg, while this top 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts. So 4 segments are blue while 1 segment is not. Really cool. And also check out the carapace. It is something between yellow, goldish yellow, and also light green, greenish, something in between. I cannot really decide what color this is. And also the abdomen is sweet, much prettier than marksi. Yeah, this tarantula is just overall so pretty, so sweet. Now, what is the interesting thing in regards to this one? I know for a fact that this is a second captive breed generation of this particular. I don't really know, but let me explain from the start. And now I noticed that not entire light is working. It's now brighter. How did I miss that? Okay, so my friend Matija, that lives kind of close to me, he originally got female and male of this species as soon as they got into hobby. He was one of the first keepers in Europe to have it, and he got it directly from Africa. It was a captive breed, not captive breed, it was a wild-caught female and a male. And of course he bred those two. He had a successful exec. Then he gave like 5 slings to Darko, or Darko bought some. I'm not really sure if it doesn't really matter. He gave a couple of slings to Darko, and he also gave me 1 sling. And this female was actually bred by Darko using those slings. Those slings matured, he got females and males, and he bred them. And this one is from that sex. So I know for a fact that this is the second captive bred generation, which is cool thing to know, cool fact. You cannot really, if you take, I have no idea about my other tarantulas, if they are wild caught. I mean, majority is not wild caught, but the captive bred one, how many generations were raised in the captivity, I have no idea. While for this, I know for a fact. So the same thing. Let's put some substrate inside. Let's put this wood piece and move her in. Yeah, all this talk is making me thirsty, so let's get this over with. Same deal, cocoa fiber together with this sweet looking wood piece, you see? There is going to be some nice webbing around it, for sure. And also the same thing for this. I will try to do this without the cup, or actually, maybe I can do it like this. Yeah, a bit more sketchier, but what the hell. Steady, steady. Just calmly. Yeah, there we go. Stay there. No. Okay, it seems... Is it fine? Ooh, she's bolting a bit. I would like to take pictures for Instagram, but she's bolting all around. Okay, I think that we had a good look at her. I don't need to open the enclosure anymore, right? Right. I am so happy to have a female of this species, and also I have slings of this species. They are small, but in a year or two, once they mature, maybe some will be a male, so yeah. Okay, we can end this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something, you know. If you want to support this channel more, there's a Patreon page. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday and Friday, so see you again soon. Bye!